Hello everyone, welcome to your sixth form induction day. Most of you will know me as Mr. Vale, who's the head of drama, but you may not know I also have a role in sixth form where I work as a next steps advisor. So I'm just going to talk through some of the things that we offer here in sixth form and the sort of things we expect you guys to be doing once you start. So, first of all, I'm going to talk about employability. You need to think about what's going to make you employable. You're going to leave sixth form, hopefully, with a really good set of grades. But that's going to be the same set of grades on paper that lots of other students in the country have. So what's going to make you stand out? Why is an employer or university admission tutor going to pick you? So you need to do other things within your time at sixth form that are going to make you stand out from the crowd. So you need to think about both hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills are things that are taught. So we're talking things like typing, writing, maths, the ability to ride a horse. These are all things that can be taught. Soft skills are much harder to evidence. These are not as easy to quantify. So we're thinking things like organisation, adaptability, resilience, teamwork. How can you evidence these things on your CV? It's no good just to say, I'm great at organising myself. An employer is going to ask you, well, can you give me some evidence of when you've done that? So it's up to you in sixth form to think about how you can use your time to make sure that you can evidence these things. So, something that we offer here within the school. You could think about being a TA in lower school lessons. So that would be maybe going into a subject of your choice with the teacher's permission, obviously, and helping out with some Year 7 Spanish or some Year 7 Maths, for example. You may want to go and help with one of the lower school tutor groups. So helping to lead the tutor programme, being a mentor in that way. You can also work in the library. There's plenty of different things that we've got here that are volunteering opportunities for you. Universities, employers alike, they love to see volunteering evidence. This is now right at the top of their list of things they want to see. You can do a little bit of research yourself. Things like Careers Southwest, there's a really good starting point. There's lots of different volunteering opportunities on there. A simple Google search would be the best time to start thinking about these options. So, I'm now going to move on to another thing that we offer for you here within the sixth form. And that's something that you may have heard of because you've been doing it for a few years now, but you may not have done. And that's called Young Enterprise. This is a fantastic scheme that we offer here. In the past, I've called it a bit of a box ticker. It's a great way for you to evidence to employers and universities that you have got those soft skills we've spoken about. I like to think of it as a bit of a mix between Dragon's Den and The Apprentice. But to talk about it in a bit more detail, I thought I'd hand over to an ex-student who now works here, who has been part of the most successful team we've had to get into the national finals. And I'm going to pause and hand over to Mr. Homer. Will. So, Will, perhaps you could tell me and the students a little bit about Young Enterprise from the experience of someone who did so well.
So Young Enterprise is a competition where you make a product, like we made a book, and then you enter competitions against other schools which have made a product, and you have to compete. You've got to sell your product to the members of the public. We took it further and further. We won North Devon, South West, until we were the top 14 in the country, and that's where we bottomed out.
It's very good that you're reflecting so positively on your experience, Will. Perhaps you could tell me about some of the skills that you think that it nurtured for you as an individual.
So Young Enterprise gives you a whole range of skills. Starting a business is a lot of challenges that you wouldn't expect. We had to deal with manufacturing, just the teamwork within each other, working with each other. Anything that could come up did come up, unfortunately, but we managed to find a way through it, and it definitely has improved me afterwards.
Importantly, did you have fun doing it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We made multiple books, and we won some competitions, and we managed to sell to the public, which is really nice to see your product. People actually wanted to spend money on it.
Fantastic. Will, did you know that 91% of Young Enterprise students go into full-time employment or university or apprenticeships? That's against the national average as only 85%. Isn't that great?
Really great.
Fantastic. So perhaps, Will, you can summarise for the students, would you do Young Enterprise again? Should they do it?
I would definitely do Young Enterprise again if I had the chance. It was probably the best part of my 2 years of sixth form, and it gave me the most skills that I'm using in my in my life and career today.
Fantastic, you should all do it. Okay, so as you can see, Young Enterprise is a fantastic thing to get involved with, and as you come into the school, return to sixth form, I'll be doing a couple of assemblies and hopefully explaining it a bit further to you. Other than Young Enterprise and volunteering in lessons and in tutor, there's other things you can do. We work quite closely with Vale, which is the Rotary Young Leadership Award. Again, it's something that's really worthwhile you getting involved with. They offer various different courses over the year where you get a certificate and a qualification at the end of it. Ryla and the Rotary will be coming in to talk to you guys all about that. But it's another fantastic way of evidencing all these different soft skills, in particular things like leadership and teamwork. There's also various opportunities working with NCS, which is the National Citizenship Service, where again there'll be an assembly and you guys will find out some amazing different opportunities that NCS offer. Finally, you will have plenty of opportunities to go and visit universities. This is something that we organise for you. You'll be taken to various different places. In the past we've gone to Exeter, to Cardiff, Marjons, Falmouth, to name a few. Obviously there's nothing stopping you organising your own university visits. This looks great on a CV or an application for you to show that you've independently organised visits to different university campuses. It shows that you've got some initiative. Again, a really good skill that employers and universities look for. If you're thinking, I don't want to go to university, that's not for me, that doesn't matter. It's still well worth going because you get to talk to different people in different industries, you get to think about different student experiences. Even if it's just a case of it definitely rules it out for you, that's fine. Or it might be that it sort of reaffirms the fact that maybe you could go to university. If you're dead against it, we offer apprenticeship fairs, sort of similar to the Next Steps Day that you may have done lower down the school. With these kind of things, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. If you just go to an apprenticeship fair purely just to grab yourself a goodie bag with some pens in it, you've not made the most of it. If you do a bit of research into which different employers are going to be at the event, you can then make the most of your time there. Go and talk to industry professionals. Go and find out information. That's what these events are there for. The more you put into these kind of things, the more you get out of it. You could also think about summer schools. There's plenty of different summer schools available, some of which are specific to different grades. So some of you might have the grades to go to Sutton Trust, which is a fantastic summer school offered. There's other summer schools that don't require certain grades. You can find them. Just do some research. Again, to show on a university application that you've had the initiative to go to a summer school, it says a lot about you as a person. It'll make you stand out. So, in summary, what we want you to do here before you come into the sixth form is think that it's never too early to start planning your future. You've got 2 years of sixth form, plenty of opportunities that are going to be thrown in front of you, but you should start thinking about what you can do for yourself. Remember, you're going to hopefully get some great grades out of Ilfracombe Academy sixth form, but so will a lot of the country. What can you offer that makes you stand out?